Reality stars, reality stars. You know who we are. Reality stars. Nate and Thomas. Watch what we do. The things we say, not allowed on YouTube. Reality stars, reality stars. You know who we are. Reality stars.
That's right. It's time for another episode of Reality Czars with your host, Nate and Thomas, the paranoid motherfucking American. This show is full of highly opinionated, offensive, and outright degenerate commentary. Proceed at your own risk and welcome to the Reality Czars.
And we're live. Welcome, everybody. This is Reality Czars podcast, and I'm your only host tonight, Nathan. Thomas, the paranoid motherfucking American, is doing something. He's doing something special. I think he's with his girl, and then he's doing something else with a friend of ours. So, Thomas, I hope you're having a wonderful night, sir. And I am with Cody, the odd fellow himself.
That is right. The Oddfellows brand.
So, Cody, I'm popping your cherry. Is that correct? Is this your first podcast appearance, or have you been on others before?
This is the first one that I've gone on. I was scheduled to be on and went on. I got canceled on one time, but yeah.
Okay, so your pussy is officially defiled.
It's fucking blown wide open, dude. And I can almost throw you a football too. You live so fucking close.
Yeah, that's true, buddy. Yeah, we are both in the Pacific Northwest out here in the Portland metro area. Well, welcome, dude. Why don't you tell our audience why anyone should know who you are? You make awesome shit. So tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you do and where they can find you and your awesome stuff.
Yeah, well, before, I don't know, my parents have always been kind of conspiracy theorists, but like they always watched the news and like hate watched it and said that like, you know, like they're obviously lying to you. My mom told me that Walt Disney froze his head and fucking, I thought Bat Boy was cool as fuck. You know what I mean? From the National Enquirer. Like that's legit. Obviously it's a picture of it right there. But no,
World News, dude. Yeah, I had all those, dude.
Yeah,
I followed the Bat Boy saga.
Yeah. And then when 9/11 happened, I was in school at I lived like north of Atlanta a little ways, and so we were pretty close to the main CDC building, so they got us the fuck out of school. You know what I mean? And
you weren't the lucky kids that were getting the story read to you by George W. Bush.
About ghosts, right? while the teacher's tapping in threes. Have you seen that alternate angle where the teacher's every time she says a certain word, she taps 3 times? Have you seen that shit?
No.
Oh, okay.
But it sounds Illuminati confirmed like a motherfucker.
It is. But anyway, but yeah, after 9/11 happened, I thought we got terrorist attacked like everybody else for a long time. I was young. I was in like 7th grade, I think. And then me and my dad were watching the news, and that's when the passport hit the FBI agent in the foot. And like what 13-year-old me and 50-year-old dad, whatever, looked at each other and we're like, well, that's bullshit. And then we go to war with Iraq and Afghanistan, not Saudi Arabia, which is the passport that was found. You know what I mean? So ever since then, and then I go into Alex Jones, and then I get caught by my friends watching Alex Jones and talking about lizard people and David Icke and shit. And I get made fun of. And back then when I was a teenager, I guess I thought it was cooler to be a cool skateboarder than a conspiracy theorist. So I just like stopped kind of looking into anything until Pizzagate happened. And then once Pizzagate happened, I lost my goddamn mind and dove all the way down the rabbit hole. And I don't think there is an end to the rabbit hole, man.
It's all a fucking psyop, dude. It's
Everything is
all
a
fucking
everything
gay.
is a psyop, dude.
And we don't refer to 9/11 as 9/11 here. We call it the Israeli dance party.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
it's but
Uh,
yeah, we call the yeah.
I've been trying to make a shirt of that Urban Moving Systems, dude. It's so hard to find the clip art that they use to do that logo. I'm gonna have to redraw it. Just take my time and redraw it. But I'm gonna make an Urban Moving Systems thing, and I'm gonna find out that dude's passport's name and like put it as like his like fucking name tag and have like he's like a
So
work.
speaking of t-shirts, tell people who the fuck are you? What do you do?
Oh
And
yeah.
what do you fucking make, bro?
Well, I fucking make.
Right here.
We make. I can't get it
Well,
on
we
there.
are talking to Oddfellow
Yeah.
from
Oh, yeah.
Oddfellow fucking clothing company.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
he
Sorry,
makes
excuse me.
fucking super awesome, badass conspiracy gear. And the shirt that I'm wearing tonight is a Smiley Face Killer / Zodiac Killer shirt. And it just so happens we are fucking talking about the Smiley Face Killer. Also, tell everybody, what do you have a website? What's the name of your spot? Where can people find your shit? Do you tell them your Instagram handle, all that fun shit?
Yes, it's oddfellowsbrand.com. So not Oddfellow, it's Oddfellows.
Oddfellows brand what is it called?
Oddfellows. Yeah, oddfellowsbrand.com.
Okay, oddfellowsbrand.com.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And then the Instagram is just Oddfellows brand. Yeah.
Oddfellows brand. Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Well,
but we're doing a bunch of cool shit. Right now I'm making a bunch of blotter art just to kind of to sell, and people like repeat customers. I'm gonna throw like free blotter art and stuff and Pat, to send it to you. I don't know. Yeah, we're planning on making a bunch of badass t-shirts. We got, I'm gonna make a bunch of bags, pants, all kinds of shit, man. I like to try to make them to where you can wear them in public, to where it doesn't say "fuck Joe Biden," "I'm a conservative, I carry guns," or something. You know what I mean? Like you're wearing a shirt that just has a, you know what I mean? Like that looks like a cool band T-shirt. You know what I mean? It doesn't really.
I mean, it's a cult, is what it is, because the initiated can look at it and they go like, "Oh," and for everybody else, they're like, "What is that? That's cool looking."
Yeah.
Right?
So,
It's esoteric. You know what I mean? It's esoteric clothing, dude. It's fucking badass, and I appreciate it, dude. And I think the rest of our fucking schizo audience will love it too. Like this schizo wearing his tinfoil hat. Hey yo, buddy, what's up, man?
and
So
also you gotta rock the. Everyone thinks it's Portland, so you gotta rock the rainbow, but you gotta let them know that you don't play that pedophile shit pointed right at the fucking rainbow, and it's a fucking pizza establishment, Rain Pizza. So
fucking
kill fucking pedophiles.
Well, this video is definitely getting taken down, and that's okay. Because YouTube is probably run by pedophiles. Yeah, you heard it here first, folks. YouTube is run by pedophiles.
My bad. I forgot to ask if I couldn't say. I forgot to ask if I couldn't say anything.
You can say whatever the fuck you want, dude. I don't give a fuck. So, anyways, let's get into this shit, man. So you came on. You said we were going to talk about some smiley face killers. We were going to talk a little lore, some fucking theories. We were going to dig into some shit.
Yeah. So my main one is OG. Like, I don't know how long you've been online. My uncle was vice president of CNN, so I built a computer and had like high-speed internet in like 1995. And like he.
I remember when I first got like internet porn. I was probably like, I don't know, it was late, dude. I was probably late to the party.
But my boy showed me Bear Share, which was the original before Napster, and fucking like we were watching.
I had LimeWire, so it was like after Napster. That was like after all that shit.
Yeah, we were watching the first porn I saw on the internet was like a Jetsons Flintstones gangbang gif. It was pretty funny. But yeah, so fuck, where was I going with that?
Internet, 1995.
Yeah. Fuck. I don't know. I
Digging
lost.
into the smiley face shit. Some
Digging
theories, some lore.
theories. Look, Tor browser. That's what I was.
Okay.
The old message boards from Tor. I think that's might be where it's coming from. I think someone kind of figured out a recipe for murder that you can get away with, and maybe there's like these boards on these deep websites that are hard to get into that are like invite only kind of style shit, and like you have to prove yourself. They'll maybe they hand you a can of spray paint, you know what I mean, they pick the color or whatever, and you do the thing, and you spray the smiley in that color, or you maybe fucking spray it on your hand or whatever, and you prove that you did it, you know what I mean, and now you're in the whatever skull and bones, but not skull and bones, you know what I mean, you're in the fucking whatever. I think it could definitely be, and the only reason why I think it could be that is because people get like, it happens all the time in like Germany and shit like that. Like it happens like all over the world. So the
It
secret.
happens like like in Canada as well, right? And in
That's where it really
Germany.
started, was New York
Yeah.
and Canada, the New York Canada border. Yeah, there's still cops that that are working the cold case that were the people who started working it, and they came down to three conclusions, and they came to the exact same three conclusions that I did. Fucking out of I bought a book and a documentary for for this shit to read, because before I started looking into something, I was dick deep in smiley face killers.
Well, dude, if you
But
want to fucking open up another fucking can of worms too, I don't know how familiar you are with William Ramsey. Um, William Ramsey's pretty fucking badass, dude. I think I think William Ramsey might have been my first YouTube strike. We had him back on back in the day, and we should probably have him back on again. He's a brilliant fucking researcher.
I
Um,
think I think this is William Ramsey's book.
is it about the Order of Nine Angles?
No, maybe not. But the movie that I bought, I bought a movie. I bought William Ramsey's 3 hour long documentary on Amazon about the smiley face
The
killers.
smiley face killers. Yeah,
Yeah,
dude. No, William Ramsey's really brilliant, dude. He talked a little bit about the smiley face killers, and I mean, dude, I can't fucking remember. And honestly, I bought the book and then never fucking read it because I'm really bad at the shit. I have so many fucking books, but I'm pretty sure that he tied it into the Order of Nine Angles, dude, which is like an occult, like a black magic, white supremacist, like magical order. They're a secret society, and I think he very much said that it was like all of these killings were like ritualistic, and they had like very similar, like they were all very fucking similar, but that it was clearly not one person, but it was like one group and doing it in a similar way. And he thinks it's the Order of Nine Angles. I'm pretty sure. I don't want to talk for him, but I'm pretty sure that's what. Um, it's been so
well,
fucking. It's
yeah.
been like over a year or something since I've talked to him about that.
I mean, I don't know much about the Order of Nine Angles, but yeah, but that's what I'm talking about. Like that
Well,
would be like
if you want to read the book that I'm not going to, I will bring it to you. You can read it, and then we can talk about it.
this one.
And
This
in
one,
fact, I mean, you should probably read it, and then I'll have William Ramsey on again to talk about it or something, and we can do it together.
yeah,
Something
that'd be
like that.
cool.
Because, but anyways, let's talk more about this shit. So, is there I literally don't know shit about the smiley face killers. I really
Okay.
don't know shit. So, what I've heard, so I'll tell you what I've heard, and then you correct me, and then jump in and tell me more. So
All
what
right.
I've heard about the smiley face killers is that they're a bunch of fucking killings that have been. I think it's usually men, and then and it's I can't fucking remember, except that like very specific weird ways that they found all of these people dead, but it's so fucking weird that like nobody tied them ever together, and that people didn't know that it was like a fucking like a serial killer and or like spree type of thing until like fucking maybe decades after it started, and then they're like, holy shit, all of these fucking murders are tied. How close am I? Am I not close? And then correct me.
I mean, you hit all the very, very, very high spots. But yeah, they're all gay men. I don't think any. I think only one was older than 30. They're all
They're all
college.
homo hunting. They're just
Huh?
killing gay dudes.
Huh?
They're just killing gay guys.
Yeah, it's either gay dudes or like metrosexual dudes who will go to a gay bar.
Well, you said Canadians and fucking Germans. I think they're all fucking metrosexual, but
But yeah, it's pretty. It's there may have been like one or two not like for sure not gay people, but it's mainly gay people that they're killing, and it's good. It's good looking, attractive. Usually it's serial killer shit. Like they want them to be a certain build. They want them to be a certain age, athletic.
So you're
Whatever.
saying I'm safe?
Huh?
You're saying I'm
safe.
safe?
You're safe.
I'm
You're
good.
safe as fuck.
Right.
I'm too short. I can't run. I can't run around the block. We're good. But yes, usually it happens where somebody will get slipped a Mickey or something, and they go missing. Like they have video of it where they're acting normal and they walk out of the club or bar or whatever, and they walk away, and then they're just never seen again. And nobody's following them. No, nothing's happening. And the weirdest part is they'll be missing for like days, weeks, sometimes months. And I think there's a couple cases where they were missing for like a year, and they'll dump them in like water reservoirs where they know that it's going to take a long time for it to hit like shallow water where people are going to see it, you know what I mean? So they're going to be in the water for a long time, so it's going to be hard to get DNA off of it. And they typically, like, everyone thinks that the smiley face killing thing is they're all drowning victims. Almost none of them, like most of them aren't drowning victims. Like most of them are like obviously like they had no water in their lungs in their autopsy, so they were killed before. Like especially the ones that are like missing for 30 days and then they get found face up, or face up in the water, which is not how you drown. You get found face up. They have no water in their lungs. So in other words, they were taken somewhere and done whatever with, and then thrown in the right spot, and then they they put the smiley face wherever they need to put the smiley face, and they go on their merry way. I don't know, but that's pretty much how it always happens. Is it's a gay thing, which is also weird with like the Skull and Bones and secret societies. How all those people seem to be gay or bisexual.
No, but they're super straight, bro. Those guys are hella straight.
Yeah, there's nothing straighter than the dude fucking another dude. But yeah, it goes all along with that, and but that's what I think that it is. I think that it's that. Did you ever get on those old tour sites and shit like that back in the day?
Dude, honestly, I was too much of a boomer to fucking figure it out. I don't know how to get on tour now. And then I don't need to be on that kind of shit. Because, like, dude, like when I was younger, like I would fucking look at what's that fucking website? Everybody knows what I'm fucking
Rotten.
talking about right now. Yeah, there you go. Like rotten.com, all the fucking terrible stuff. Says I come on here to hear some gay shit. What the fuck, man? Hey, Tiffany. Yeah, we were talking about the smiley face killers and about how typically all the victims are gay men. And he was talking about the connection with maybe Skull and Bones and how all of the Skull and Bones men have to fuck each other and drink each other's cum because they're a bunch of fucking homos.
And jerk off in a coffin.
Yep.
in front of your dad.
But then we were talking about the fucking dark web and how much of a fucking boomer I am, and I can't figure out how to use that. And it's just fine, dude, because I don't need to see a fucking red room. Rotten.com is fucking terrible enough when I was a kid, dude. I watched like Tupac's being dead and his like dick hanging out and shit. I don't need to see that shit. I don't need to see dead bodies. Like my buddies would like send me videos of red rooms are fucking a real thing, dude. It's the most horrible thing I've ever heard of.
Dude,
Like,
have you ever heard of pink? Not to get too far off on a tangent, but have you ever heard of pink meth?
pink meth?
Yeah, Dot Onion. It's a Tor thing.
No.
It-
Let's hear about it, dude.
It's where you paid money to someone had already hacked like someone's whole entire house with all their smart devices, and it's like a young chick, you know what I mean? So you pay money and you have access to watch them in their house at all times, and watch their camera phone and watch what they're doing. And it's
Dude.
so that could be happening right now, and you don't want to know. I'm sure it is. Maybe not by some weirdo on tour, but definitely by the NSA.
Well, it's definitely by the NSA, dude. And typically, dude, that's what I typically think about those people that are on tour. That's another reason why I don't need to be on the fucking dark web, because half of them are like actual fucking schizos and psychos. The rest of them are all fucking feds, dude.
Yeah, feds and hacker and like super hackers and fucking like, yeah.
That's wild, Tiffany. Yeah, your grandma used to rent you guys' Faces of Death. Yeah, dude, that's fucked up.
I never knew they rented Faces of Death. My boy had a fucking VHS of Faces of Death back in the day. I heard that shit was fake, but I don't know.
Probably some of them, dude.
I heard BME Pain Olympics was fake, and I don't see how you fucking fake that back in the day.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Some of it, I don't fucking know, dude. You've heard of red rooms, right? You know what the fuck that is, right?
Yeah. Where they, people pay money to do stuff to people to torture them.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, dude. I don't remember who sent me one of those, or like they showed me it. Like, anyways, yeah, that was the wildest thing I ever fucking heard. There's legit like somebody fucking tied to a chair and people are paying money. They're like, $5,000, chop his nose off. And they're live streaming this. And somebody's like, Yerp. I'm like,
dude,
how do you watch this? I don't think I can't sleep for a week.
I won't bring up the name of the company that will not be mentioned, but the shirt that we made with what's his name? Oh my god, the superhero with the skull on fire. Fucking Ghost Rider. Remember the Ghost Rider shirt that we made? It had the Mexican police pulling up that dead body, and he was missing his entire face, and you could see his skull.
I don't remember that shirt.
Yeah, we had that shirt, and we had to go through a separate printer to print that one because they don't like cartel murder at Printful. But my boy sent me the video of how that guy. I thought they cut his face off, just like with a razor blade, but they burn it off with a butane torch while he was still alive. He's still alive, and you can like see him trying to and they like burn it. I was like, Jesus Christ, man. Fucking internet, man.
Fucking internet, man.
But yeah, I don't know, the whole smiley face killer thing. I think that there's no fucking possible way it's one person. So eliminate that out of the picture. So you have a group of people doing this that all agree upon a certain thing, and no one knows who it is, and no one's speaking about it. So that tells me you get something out of it. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be a part of something. Like,
yeah, dude, it's fucking interesting. And I'm kicking myself now for not reading that book. I plan to. You don't even understand the stack of books that I have that I'm supposed to be fucking reading right now. I have people left and right sending me their books and asking me to fucking interview them about it. I have to tell them like straight up. I'm like, you're more than welcome to come on the show and tell me about your book, but I'm never going to read your book. I have too many fucking books to read. If
Dude,
you have a documentary and you send it to me, there's a 30% chance I'll watch the documentary before I interview you.
that's huge text. It took me like 3 days to read.
Yeah, dude. I'm too goddamn busy, dude.
I am
I work insane hours. Then I'm fucking on here. And then otherwise I've got a 2-year-old and he does not let me fucking like I can't watch a fucking crazy documentary with a fucking 2-year-old. I'm trying to remember the last one that I had to watch for this show. Anyways, that doesn't fucking matter. Nobody cares. Nobody cares that I'm too fucking I don't know if lazy is the right word, but too preoccupied.
It's been a fucked up week, man.
Tiffany says a lot of them happen in Wisconsin.
Yeah,
Have you heard of that?
I mean, a lot of them happen in like oh my god, like just everywhere up there, like Baltimore, New York, the Great Lakes is a huge one. Like anywhere around the Great Lakes. There's that one place in Canada. The Finger Lakes are a popular one, and if you look at Hunter Biden's tattoo on his back, it's he has the Finger Lakes tattooed on his back, and that's known for trafficking. Fucking there's a little like offshoot like there like if you got a map of the Finger Lakes like a bird's eye and you put his tattoo on top of it, it doesn't match quite exactly, so there's something added onto it. So
Interesting.
maybe it's a bad tattoo. He was on
Or
crack.
maybe it's a fucking map.
Maybe it's a special place. I don't know.
Yeah, dude. I mean, those pieces of shit really do like to rub it in our fucking face, and they think they're so fucking smart that they'll never get caught.
Bro, did you know that it came out today that illegal Mexican migrants were digging those Jewish fucking tunnels?
Who was it? Yeah, I did hear that. Well, of course, man. And like, they're not gonna fucking pay anybody. Yeah, that's funny as shit. Yeah, they're paying illegal immigrants. I mean, it's the Jews bringing in the illegal immigrants, and then they're fucking using them to fucking build the tunnels. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that fucking
You're not
mattress
gonna break a sweat.
and that fucking mattress they pulled out of there and shit, dude. But I think fucking not too long ago, I think one of the smiley face killers got caught. Damn it, I swore I was gonna remember his fucking name, dude. I'm just like Sam Tripoli with
Is it
name.
in your list? Is it in your
No,
fucking notes?
no, I don't.
Okay.
Or it may be, but I don't know. It might not be. But it doesn't matter. It's there was a dude that was missing for like a month, and kind of the same circumstance. He was at a bar, disappeared, and somehow the police got a tip that they should go check out this one dude for something. They went and the dude let him in. He's like, yeah, check around. They found a false wall, and behind the false wall was a torture chamber with a dude dead, hung up by his feet, and his dick and balls had been eaten off, and part of his thigh, and fucking and like
Eaten off by what?
by the dude.
Oh, okay. I was gonna like, yeah, I was wondering if it was fucking human.
Yeah,
No.
so he was a cannibal, and so like, but and I know that that's not like the smiley face thing, but he had smiley face shit like there's pictures of his apartment and like the torture chamber and shit like that, and there's like smiley face shit in there, and
You said that Kevin Bacon?
oh
Kevin
yeah,
Bacon was found in a suspect's house that had a false wall,
yeah,
and Kevin hung by his feet with his balls and some thigh eaten. 9 Inch Nails video with a lot of filming from a car, people following that fit the same look. Okay.
yeah. So 9 Inch Nails filmed a video. I forget which one it was, but it was how the police investigators thought that the smiley face killers would track their victims down, as they would patrol certain neighborhoods, find the right person, follow them around, and that's what the video was. And in the video, they they find the right guy that they want. They take him to a torture chamber and they fucking kill him. And I can't remember if they dump him in water or not, but they torture him and fucking kill him. They do the smiley face killer thing. Which, they're an edgy fucking band. Maybe they're just being fucking edgy, dude. I don't know. But
I don't think so. I don't think they fucking write. I mean, I don't think most of them write their own music. I don't think most of it. I don't think most fucking popular bands sing their own fucking vocals. I don't think most of them play their own instruments. I don't think most of them are fucking popular for any other reason besides weird giant marketing. And I definitely don't think that they wrote the fucking I think I always think it's bigger than that, dude. It's like the people in the studio that made the goddamn music video and did the whole fucking thing. Those people are in on that kind of shit, and they're the ones that put that kind of shit into music videos like that. Like, I don't even think the band has anything to do with it.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah.
I mean, they might, but
it's
also bigger than that. It's them putting their fucking fingerprints on shit and saying they kind of just they're smirking at us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. And the story came out after fucking someone. Well, Chris from Rained Out Rantcast, shout out Chris, was the first person that I saw notice that there was a fucking empty Modelo bottle in the fucking tunnel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what is that one of the migrants that was fucking digging the tunnel?
Was the migrant drinking Modelo? That yeah. Number one, if that was product,
it's not Manischewitz or baby's blood. So
if number one, that's fucking racist. If that's product placement, and you're trying to make it look like they did it, you chose their fucking beer. Number two, fucking, what the fuck are you guys doing? That tunnel went right beside a fucking children's hospital, right? Or not children's hospital, children's museum.
Yeah, buddy, it's fucking weird, and I don't fucking. It could be a fucking distraction, or it could be fucking real. I don't know, dude. I don't put anything past these people, dude.
If it's on that black box, I don't fucking believe it. But it's to the point to where
it is funny though. And they are talking about it, and it's being spoken about, and it's kind of allowed people to be openly speaking about Jews in the mainstream now. People are just openly, and then especially this Israel-Palestine thing, it's pretty fucking fascinating. People are just really just being openly anti-Zionist, which I think is a good thing, because I've been fucking anti-Zionist for years, and I've been a fucking a fart in the wind. Nobody gives a shit. Now everybody's fucking anti-Zionist.
All these super woke faggots that I have to fucking bicycle through Portland fucking to get on the train. They're all outside protesting fucking with their masks on, saying free Palestine or whatever. I'm like, fuck yeah, turn Israel to glass, dude. Fuck Jews. And I'll just stand beside him and scream it, and no one says anything. Everyone's like, yeah, fuck the Jews, fuck them. And if you would have said that fucking 2 days before that, you would have been hung. And obviously, I don't want to murder everybody in Israel and kill all the Jews, but you know what I mean. It's just
funny to point out the hypocrisy. You could literally, dude. I think at this point, if you fucking had a rainbow swastika that said fuck Israel, I think you could fucking wear that.
Have you not seen
downtown Portland, and they'd be like, that's actually kind of cool.
Have you not seen the trans flag where they turn it 45 degrees? And it makes a swastika.
Yeah, dude, it's funny as shit.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. But yeah, I had one more theory in there that besides the fucking what was that?
I don't know.
Either. I'm sorry, I'm terrible at this.
You're good, dude. Whatever. We can talk about anything and everything, dude. We don't have to even stay on topic. I never fucking stay on topic anyways.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
We can jump into fucking Pizzagate. We can jump into whatever you want to fucking talk about.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, dude, that's another hilarious thing. Fucking. Do you know Memory Hold?
No.
He's the dude who like discovered Pizzagate. Pretty much, he's the guy that found out that Laura Silsby trafficked 33 kids out of Haiti, and he did something on Reddit to
People don't
where
talk about that enough, dude. Hillary Clinton's fucking aide. She fucking worked for for the Clinton Foundation. Yeah, and she was fucking smuggling kids out of Haiti.
yeah,
And
33
now what is she fucking running now, dude? She's like she's still in this shit.
lifelog.
Lifelog.
It's just like Amber Alert, but it's lifelog. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Life Alert.
I thought Lifelog was, but you might be right.
It's something like that. Maybe LifeLog was like pre-Facebook or something.
Yeah, LifeLog was a pre-Facebook that like DARPA was looking into, that like the CIA wanted to have a thing, and then all of a sudden fucking Facebook came out and they dropped LifeLog literally the same day because it was the same fucking thing, except that they had dummies do it themselves.
It's called like Alert Response or so.
Yeah. Basically, the Amber Alert. Yeah, she's fucking in charge of that shit.
Yeah, and Bill Clinton flew over
Shout
there.
out Branch, buddy. Shabbat shalom.
And fucking Bill Clinton flew over there on his own and got her out of fucking Haitian prison and got her that sweet gig. Yeah, so Memory Hold was the one that broke open. I don't know what he did exactly, but he flooded Reddit with the with the proof that happened, and so the news had to do something about it, and somehow, obviously, a Reddit fucking CIA person or whatever threw James Alefantis in there or whatever. They he is a part of it, and they were throwing him under the bus or to throw you out of the loop or whatever, and that's what made everybody go crazy, was that Comet Ping Pong doesn't have a fucking basement. You know what I mean? So Pizzagate isn't real. When Pizzagate wasn't even about kids in a pizza basement, it was about kids being smuggled out of a fucking poor village in Haiti that just got, earthquaked. And then and it was under Hillary Clinton's campaign, right? Wasn't it during her campaign, or I can't remember if it was during or whatever, but so she couldn't look bad, so they had to come up with all this crazy shit. And then look what they did to goddamn Julian Assange, just for showing some emails about pizza related maps on napkins, and Barack Obama ordering $65,000 worth of fucking hot dogs and pizza.
Yeah, with walnut sauce. Don't forget the walnut sauce.
He's a member. He's a member of an open BDSM club in fucking like San Francisco.
Dude, all these people are fucking freaks, dude. They're all a bunch of fucking freaks. James Alefantis was a fucking interesting person. As far as we've had people on the show and kind of break that down before, but I'll try to remember some of the highlights. James Alefantis has had first of all, he had very bizarre fucking art posted on his Instagram page. There's supposed to be like a family friendly establishment that like you're supposed to be able to bring your kids to. Like there's supposed to be like his the Cosmic Pizza or whatever the fuck it was. And supposedly on his Instagram page, he had a bunch of like weird like BDSM like pictures of like kids fucking like tied down to tables and shit, like just
he had a girl.
Then he had bands play at a show that had like the pedo symbol and also had like some wild fucking lyrics, and there was like literal let's see here, James name literally translates to child love or something like that. That's interesting. That's a comment from the chat here from the Branch. That's interesting. I'll have to look that up.
Can I see the chat comments?
Yes. Yeah, if you go to comments, you should be able to see all those.
Oh, but they can't see me. Oh.
Yeah, probably not his real name. That's what it says. So yeah, that's fucking fascinating to me. And then also, there was some other wild shit. Like literally, he's just some jackass that runs a pizza parlor in Washington D.C. and then he's named like Forbes top 50 most powerful people in fucking, you know what I mean? It's
DC.
just,
Yeah.
yeah, it's fucking bizarre. Like, why is
then
this
they're
person so?
And then they're like, there's no basement in the fucking pizzeria. Okay, he owns Bucks Hunting and Fishing 33 steps away. If you, dude, get on Google right now and type in who owns Bucks Hunting and Fishing and who owns Comet Ping Pong, and then uh, do a trip guide, how to get to Bucks from Comet Ping Pong. And it's 33 feet. And it's it's on the same side of the street. And I don't know about you, but if Jews are building fucking tunnels, I'm pretty sure all you have to do is go under one building to have a tunnel to a building that does have a fucking basement.
Well, dude, and then also like they say that there's no fucking basement to Comic Pizza, but like there's also like distributors and stuff that said that they would drop shit off like I don't know, like tomato sauce, and they put it in the basement. I think there actually was a fucking basement to it as well.
No, they rained out Rantcast Chris.
Yeah.
Shout out Chris again. Me and him went looking for this, and we couldn't find it because we both saw it. It was on an episode of Diners, Dive-Ins, and Drives with that faggot Guy Fieri. He said that like we harvest like 1 million pounds of tomatoes a year and we store them in the basement. But you can see a hard cut, like we harvest 1 million pounds of tomatoes and then cut to the next, but it didn't used to do that. And then we went on archive.org and there was a transcript of it and he said it.
Yeah, dude, archive.org unfortunately is getting fucking co-opted.
There's new ones. There's new ones. There's new ones.
That's
like
good.
Brave made their own. Have you seen Brave? Like their own. They made their own version of it.
No, but that's fucking fantastic. Like this shit cannot die. There's enough of us out here that are gonna fucking make duplicates. Yeah, but unfortunately, yeah, I think the original has kind of gotten fucked with. They're like retroactively going through it and
I
cannot
in
real time.
I can't. I'm pretty good at finding shit on the internet, dude, and I cannot find the video. And I saw it. You know what I mean? Because it aired in like fucking 2009 or something.
Yeah. There's literally a basement in the pizzeria because he shows his new freezers in the basement. Yeah. That's what Tiffany says. Fascinating. And then, yeah, I did hear about this. There's also a location. So the branch said there's a location nearby named Pegasus, which was also suspected to relate to Buck's Comic Pizza or Comic.
That's a museum, and that's misinformation. That's as far as I know, that's misinformation. That's the Pegasus Museum in France, and it doesn't have anything to do with him. But as far as I know, it could be true. I know that one guy who said that, I can't remember his name, but he said that he talked to James Alefantis and like recorded it and threatened to kill him and all that shit. I know he was the one that came out with the Pegasus stuff and said, but it is true that fine art is how people launder money. You know what I mean? And if you ship fine art in a cargo container overseas, it cannot be opened. Because if it's fine art, then saltwater air can damage the paintings, and so you can label something. It's a certain fucking label or whatever, and you label that crate fine art. You fucking duct tape people up with tubes in their fucking mouth to where they can drink water or IVs or whatever, and fucking cuff them to the fucking sides, and send them wherever.
Evergreen containers.
Yeah. I mean,
the branch.
There's been several times where just a bunch of like Vietnamese chicks wash up on fucking, Rhode Island or some shit. You know what I mean? So I don't know, dude.
Yeah, dude, it's wild shit. The branch had a comment here, and he says, "Remember the shooting at the Comic Ping Pong? That the only damage that happened was the hard drives of the computer."
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that guy also has an IMDb, and he also got arrested like a few months before that, DUI, and he fucking almost killed a kid. So he had FBI contact, and he has an IMDb, and he went in there with 2 fully loaded guns and only fired off 1 shot. If I thought that there was a bunch of kids getting down there getting their faces cut off to the point to where I was going to go in somewhere ready to kill somebody, everybody in there would be dead until I found those kids.
Yeah, dude, he wasn't a good enough schizo. Like,
No.
sorry, man, you don't pass muster here.
He was a
Yeah,
terrible.
yeah. Yeah.
Kyle,
He took his meds that day or something. Poor son of a bitch.
should have said.
The branch also threw out this, and dude, this is a fucking interesting little Easter egg. I didn't know this. The branch is that Evergreen was the brand of the cargo crate on Dexter, and the one that him and his mother were in. That's fucking fascinating.
See, dude, all these people know all this shit, man. Like,
here we go. Do you remember hearing anything about Voodoo Donuts in the same area as the ping pong? They were fucking weird too. I can't remember. I just remember hearing that shit about Voodoo Donuts. We're out here in fucking Portland. I've been to Voodoo Donuts. Voodoo Donuts is fucking weird, and they have a big fucking pedo symbol on their fucking logo. That fucking swirl on the fucking voodoo doll's stomach looks pretty close to a fucking pedo symbol to me. I've been down there and I've filmed it.
If you order a fucking, sorry I interrupted you.
You're good, buddy.
If you order, I think it's 100 donuts for like an office party, it comes in a coffin, a wooden coffin that's made by another company in Portland that's also, they specialize in making child's coffins.
It's fucking weird, dude.
I don't know, man. And also it's connected to the restaurant Shanghai Tunnels, which is where the entrance to the Shanghai Tunnels is, where you knock somebody out, threw them on a boat, put them on a boat to China to go smuggle opium.
Yeah, dude. I mean, people don't know that about. Well, it's not, I mean, people probably know that a little bit, but there is underground tunnels all through fucking Portland. Definitely through the days of like bootlegging and through fucking alcohol prohibition, but also before that through the fucking Shanghai tunnels. Like Oddfellow said, people were being kidnapped. Like you go into a bar and drink, and somebody would fucking hit a button, and then a trap door would open up, and you'd fucking fall into like a cage with fucking nails, and then they would ship your ass to fucking China, and you were a fucking slave. And they still have these fucking tunnels today. And actually, I think we talked about it. I think we should probably do those fucking underground tour and do some mushrooms and fucking try to see if we can talk to some ghosts. But
yeah, I want to go do the underground tour and fucking like try to go off the beaten path a little bit. Yeah. Like
I don't know if they let you, dude. We're gonna, dude. See, I have my documentary partner, and he lives out here too. And we like investigated into doing it. Like we wanted to do some filming down there, and they couldn't fucking promise us that we would even be allowed to film, first of all. And then second of all, we were like, if we bought all the fucking tickets, like, could we have our own like personal group? And they kind of were like, maybe. Like, so like they're fucking weird about it. And I was like, so if we pay extra, we can't even fucking film?
There's another entrance. I mean, there has to be.
There's got to be. I don't know, dude. They probably, like, Portland is surveilled as fuck. But I mean, it's worth a fucking shot. Dude, I mean, we probably shouldn't be talking about felonies openly on here, but maybe wink, wink, wink in Minecraft, wink, 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 we can find an entrance to the fucking tunnels. I know that a lot of them have been blocked off because I had a friend that worked in downtown in one of those, I think he was working for Keen or something, like one of those shitty fucking Portland places. Yeah. And they had like an entrance like into their building, and they've all fucking blocked them off. They've like concreted and fucking sealed them off. Like, dude, so
the tattoo shop I used to work on like 3rd and Cooch, like right in Old Town Chinatown. If you went to the basement there, the fucking wall was broken out, like a maybe 7 feet by I don't know, ceiling height, like a high ceiling. So probably like 8 feet tall. So we walked in there with flashlights, and that motherfucker's a maze. So like we got in there so far that we were like, we need to turn around because we don't know how to get out of here. And then after that, fucking my boy moved back to Kansas City, and I stopped working there because I didn't like the other guy. But yeah, there's definitely an opening in that building. I know for sure because I've been inside of it.
Yeah, dude. No, I'm game as fuck. If we can, we're both in the Portland metro area. I'm sure we know some people that work in some of these weird buildings. I'm sure we can figure something out. We just got to talk to the right people, grease the right palms. I bet we can fucking find a weird way into those tunnels. And my buddy has like good filming equipment. We can go down there and we can try to film a fucking ghost hunt down there. I think it'd be a blast.
Well, you got young kids too, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, dude, fucking let's fucking just go let's go like to Sizzle Pie and get some pizza and then go stand in front of fucking Voodoo Donuts all wearing like fuck pedophile shirts while we're eating pizza. Fucking, I don't know, in front of Voodoo Donuts. And then go just walk around and have fun, shoot the shit, and try to find entrances to the fucking tunnels.
Dude, we can definitely do that. Yeah. Yep. The tunnels are super haunted. They are super fucking haunted, is what I've heard. Let's see here.
See, that's one thing I don't believe. That's one thing I don't believe in. So that's why I want to go.
Ghosts.
Ghost
Dude, I'm fucking on the fence with it, dude. Like I used to not believe in ghosts at all, at fucking all. But I've had now enough weird fucking experiences doing these ghost hunting that like I cannot fucking explain whatever the fuck it is. So I'm not saying it's a ghost, because I don't know what the fuck it is, but it's some weird fucking intelligent energy that like some sort of consciousness that is like interacted with me. And I don't know what the fuck that is. So you want to call it a demon? You want to call it like an interdimension? Am I talking to a fucking reptilian that's cloaking? I don't fucking know what it is, but it's freaking me the fuck out. You call it a ghost if you want, or whatever.
I had sleep paralysis demon attack before people had smartphones. You know what I mean? So I didn't know what sleep paralysis was, and like I woke up and thought my friend's dog was coming down the stairs, and I couldn't move, but I was like, I'm tired. And then all of a sudden the dog, like I started hearing it like breathing like a big pit bull breathes, but this is a small pit bull. And it was like a fucking demon. And like I heard it get closer and closer right up to my fucking ear, dude. And I could feel it breathing on me. I could feel like the heat and the fucking, and like it just breathed on me. And I was trying to scream for my friends, but I couldn't scream for my friends. And fucking finally, I just told myself, I'm dreaming. Something's going on. I don't know. I need to go back to sleep. I went back to sleep, woke up. I was like, dude, your dog freaked me out last night. And I told him the story. He's like, he's like, I don't even have a fucking dog. No, but no, like, he's like, no, Marley was locked in the room all night last night, man. So it definitely wasn't her.
Yeah, buddy. No, I mean, like you can fucking say all that you want about like sleep paralysis, because people will fucking say that, right? Like technically when you're having sleep paralysis, it's when you're fucking laying there too long and your body, there is a chemical that fucking occurs in your brain that like makes your body go fucking stiff and you're out of fucking control. And then supposedly you're kind of having like a waking fucking dream. So like the DMT kind of drips into your fucking head and you're basically hallucinating. You're having a fucking like psychedelic experience. I don't know why they're always fucking horrifying. Like I've never heard anybody say like, dude, I had sleep paralysis and like this like hot chick blew me and handed me a beer. It's never fucking good. It's always fucking terrifying.
Dude,
like,
yeah,
and then
you ever seen those paintings of where it's like a fucking devil dog sitting on your chest? So like
no.
it's like an old painting. If you type in sleep paralysis, it's like
the old crone, the old woman sitting on your chest, and that being like referred to as Lilith, like that whole demon idea.
Yeah, it's the same idea.
Yeah, they take your voice because they know that it's a weapon.
Yeah. And back in my retard days, almost 6 years ago, I named my daughter Lilith, so she's going to be the good Lilith.
Buddy, we've had episodes about Lilith. That's a fucking name, buddy.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have to be evil, but the lady Lilith, Well, you know what? We've also talked about maybe she was given a bad rep. You know, maybe they fucking maybe they did Lilith wrong. Who
But
knows?
my parents took me to church when I was a really little kid, and the main thing was that the devil was the greatest like deceptor. So don't fall and trap to the seven deadly sins or whatever, And like we were it was their first time there, so he was talking to me. I was like, if the devil, and this is me in like fourth grade, I was like, if the devil is the greatest deceptor, then how do you know that we're not worshiping Satan and then like Satan is God and God's the good dude? Or, you know what I mean? The Satan's the good dude and God's the bad dude. You know what I mean? Like, and he didn't have an answer because there isn't an answer for that. Like,
There's not an answer for that, dude. I mean, I remember being a little kid in fucking vacation Bible school or like Sunday school, and they handed me a fucking picture of Jesus to fucking to color, and I gave him horns and a red cloak. And they told me I was demon possessed. That I don't even remember doing it, honestly. Like they fucking told me later, and they told my mom, and she beat me. She beat the fuck out of me. I was like, I think I was just like fucking with him, dude. I was always a contrarian. I was always a little fucking shit. But I don't know, maybe I was demon possessed. I don't know, maybe that's why I drew Jesus with fucking horns on his head. But dude, it's fucking fascinating, dude. So we can talk a little bit about like what the fuck are dreams anyways, right? Like when that DMT drops in your fucking head, like that's also when you have your near death experiences, right? Or when you die, that's when all of that fucking dimethyltryptamine, the spirit molecule, drops in your fucking brain. And I honestly think that the things that we see when we're on, like if you fucking do DMT, I think that shit is real as fuck. I think that you are getting a glimpse into something else. So like when we talk about like sleep paralysis, demons, or whatever the fuck those things are, I don't think that we should fucking just say like, oh, it's just because you're dreaming. But what the fuck is a dream anyways? Oh, it's the DMT. So it's like when you're fucking taking the spirit molecule. So then all of a sudden you're aware of what the fuck is around you. Like I think that those things could very fucking easily be real.
Oh,
I don't know, dude.
I mean, bees see in like a million different light spectrums than we do. Cats see in different light spectrums than we do, dude. So like, fuck, we don't know what the fuck's around us right now. But yeah, I don't know. It's just really bizarre to me that ever since like people started painting, that everybody kind of gets the same deal with sleep paralysis. So it's not chemicals that we're taking nowadays. It's not pharmaceuticals. It's not anything like that. It's just something that happens, and it seems to always happen with like relatively the same creature. You know what I mean? Like that dog thing that I was describing, or like the demon thing. I never saw it.
I'll tell you one that I had. One that I had that was pretty fucking vivid. Well, I don't even know if I do. Fuck, man. I don't even know if I call that sleep paralysis. Maybe that was just like a weird fucking dream. But it was one of those real ones that you fucking remember, and like it was kind of holding you. It turned into sleep paralysis. I don't know how the fuck to explain that. But I was like walking downstairs to an attic, and then I was like, I don't know, drinking a beer or something, and then I'm walking back upstairs, and I'm walking past a mirror, and I see this being kind of like, and I'm looking at my reflection, and then I can see this being kind of jump on me. You know what I'm saying? And like it was kind of clear, but like it fucking kind of came in me, and I could kind of see it through my reflection. I could see me, but also this other fucking being, and it was trying to come into me. And as I'm trying to fucking like get the fuck out of here. And then I'm like awake at this point, like, and this being is trying to come back with me. You know what I'm saying? And at this point, I'm like in open sleep paralysis. Like I was asleep, but now I'm like awake, but I can't fucking move. And this being is trying to like fucking get in me. And I have to fight him with the name of Jesus. And I did, and I fucking pulled him out. I don't know what the fuck that was, dude. I've heard wild stories about like spirits jumping, dude. Like there's like jumpers. And I think that I've also heard wild fucking stories of like a pregnant woman like walking through a graveyard and a spirit jumping into the fucking infant and things
That
like that.
I
Or a
never heard of
pregnant woman going through like walking through a hospital and a fucking spirit jumping into the baby. Um,
no.
dude, wild shit, dude. Like
I've never thought about that before.
in wild stories, dude, of like people have to be real careful. Someone I was talking to last night, I don't even fucking remember. They all fucking kind of mixed together. But someone in the comments was mentioning astral travel and the dangers of it. And dude, there's legit dangers of astral travel, dude, because when you fucking leave your body, people can jump in, bro. Spirits can jump in and then you have to fucking fight for your body. There's like protective things you have to like do over you. I was talking to BG Cast. That's who I was talking to. And when you fucking do any type of astral travel, dude, you literally have to like do like protective fucking magical shit over your fucking vessel while you're gone, while you're out exploring the universe. Or some fucking spirit can jump in and try to fucking take your body. And I've heard fucking wild stories about people that have that oh, dude, that's the other fun one. I love that like there are like people that accidentally like left and then another spirit came in and took over that fucking body and then that like their behavior changed. Their like everything about them was different. That whole fucking thing, and they've even like told their family like, no, I'm not Rachel. I know I look like Rachel. I know you think I'm your daughter, but I'm not. I was just a fucking random fucking spirit and I took your daughter's body. And like just weird shit, bro. What do you think about that shit?
I don't know because there's those kids that shouldn't even know how airplanes work and they can describe how they died in an air fighter jet in World War II
Yep.
and what their tail fin number was, what their name was, and you can look it all up and it's right. And you're like, what the fuck, man?
And you're
That kid.
telling me you don't believe in ghosts?
Well,
What do you
I'm
think?
not saying
You don't think
don't.
there's a bunch of weird spirits in those
don't
fucking
I,
tunnels?
I don't believe in horror movie ghosts where it's a chick from the fucking Victorian age that pops out of nowhere and jump scares you and just scares you for 45 minutes and then she finally tries to get you. You know what I mean? The second ghostly experience I had was in the well, I don't know if I'd call it ghostly, but anyway, the same house. It was a brand new house. No one ever lived there. Brand new built. My boy's house. I was sleeping in the guest bedroom. We were coming down off mushrooms, but we were very far come down, like hours come down off mushrooms. And I was smoking a bowl, watching a shitty movie, and then the door that was shut came open, like unlatched and came open. It only opened like in like an inch or so, or maybe like 2 or 3 inches. And I was like, that was fucking weird. Draft. And then about the time it would take somebody to walk slowly in front of the TV and then come around to my side of the bed and sit down, I felt someone's ass, the impression of someone's ass sit down, like my whole body sunk because it's a mattress. And so like something sat down beside me. And I was like, okay. So I just scooted over, in the middle of the bed. And sure enough, that thing fucking wiggled its ass right back to me and just sat there and leaned up against me to where I could feel it against my leg.
Did
And
you pull out your cock?
I didn't do anything, dude. I was freaked out. I was blazed. I was watching some movie about Street Fighter or some shit, and coming down off mushrooms, and I fucking I just sat there, and eventually it just stood up and walked away, and the door closed. The door didn't close all the way; it closed over. The dickhead.
Dude, they got their feelings hurt. You were supposed to pull it out, bro.
I was supposed to pull it out and get a sloppy knobber
Yeah.
from a goddamn ghoulish.
From the spectrum, yeah. I've heard stories, and the one that I'm specifically referring to right now is from who was that fat pig that was like super hot back in the day? The one that fucked the old lady and I fucked the old man and like tried to steal all of his wealth, and it didn't work. You know what I'm talking about? Anna Nicole Smith.
Will Smith, yeah.
Anna Nicole Smith spoke about um her sexual encounters with ghosts, and that they were the best sex that she's ever had in her entire life. That this spirit would come to her every night and fuck the shit out of her, dude.
Dude,
Take her puss to Pound Town and just rock her fucking world.
I tell you what,
And that
I've
ghost
seen
sex is amazing, is what I've heard.
I've seen a video of that. This is weird, but my girlfriend's dad's girlfriend, like my girlfriend's dad, showed me a video of his girlfriend
Getting fucked by a ghost?
fucked by a ghost.
Why does he keep it? Does he jerk off to this?
I don't know. It was the same dude that took me to do polyurethane and a goddamn
The branch
fucking,
says that's called a spiritual spouse.
It was the same dude that took me to that weird place with 16 bunk beds that were too small for a full-grown adult. So, I don't
buddy,
know.
like I like to think about this stuff too, because like I've heard the stories. I think I've even had somebody on the show. Since anybody who's listened to all the episodes, they can probably fucking tell me what episode this was. I don't remember. Somebody told me about the sexual encounter they had with Bigfoot, and the whole idea of Bigfoot being like an interdimensional being, and like him taking people for his like forest brides. That's what they call them, or a bush bride, and Bigfoot taking you just in fucking town, dude. Apparently, Bigfoot has like a full on like a baseball bat.
He's just a hog, like a knee hanger.
Dude, just a fucking something that would wreck you.
You gotta fucking tie it.
Branch says it's very dangerous, and if you give in to them, they wed you in the spirit world. This is the definition of possession. Yeah, dude, I think that they're absolutely so. Maybe it was better that you didn't pull it out, bro.
Yeah.
This reminds me. So, the whole idea of like a succubus and an incubus, right? So your girlfriend's dad's girlfriend was getting pounded by an incubus.
Incubus, yeah.
Yeah. And I've had like not a secondhand experience with a succubus. I was at a summer camp. This is like a Pentecostal Christian summer camp, and I was probably in the 6th grade, 5th grade, like somewhere around there, right? I was like a fat little like 4th or 5th grader. And he's telling me this fucking story. I think it was about 12. I can't do the math. I don't know what fucking grade I was in, but it was about 12. And they're twins. They were these two older boys, and they were like our cabin, whatever the fuck they're called, right? They're in charge. They're our cabin leaders.
Right.
And we're all sitting there, and Christians like to tell their story about how they came to Christ, right? What do they call that? You know what I'm talking about? When they tell you their testimony, right? So they're giving us their testimony about how they came to Christ and how bad they were back in the day. And so they were teenagers when this happened. They were probably about 15, and they were into witchcraft, and they were trying to bring a demon, right? So they were sitting there. They said they had like candles, and they had a fucking like a pentagram, and they were trying to like bring a fucking demon there. And anyways, whatever. They brought like this chick came. This fucking demonic fucking woman came, and she had big fat titties and like a skinny little fucking waist and a fat ass. And they said she was the sexiest woman they'd ever seen. So they're both like sitting there in a circle, like in like a salt circle with a fucking pentagram and candles and shit. And they're like trying to bring about a demon. And this sexy broad shows up, and she's like, like, and so they're sitting there. They're like, all right, like, and so they pull their fucking dicks out, and they start like just taking this this demon to Pound Town. Like, I think one had their mouth, one had her ass or something. They were just like Eiffel towering this fucking demon, and then. Like, I don't remember what happened. Like, dude, I wish I'd fucking had better memory of the story, but like one way or another, they like realized it was wrong. They were like, "Oh, there's something weird about this," and so they called out to the name of Jesus, and then she like looked at him and she like screamed, and they said that they could see her scream and they could feel the fucking vibrations like hit him, but they couldn't hear it. And then she like fucking disappeared. Like it was like a frequency that she like let out that like fucking knocked them on their ass. And she disappeared. And anyways, they turned their life around and they came to Christ and they stopped and they never fucking did that again. But me hearing this story as a fat little horny 12-year-old, I was like, I can just fucking I was like, how do I get my dick sucked by a demon? So I'm like sitting there like trying to fucking like trying to get a demon to come and suck my dick. Like I was, dude, and it never worked. I never got any fucking like sweet fat titty big fat ass demon to come suck my dick. What the fuck?
Sick. That'd be sick. You know, they give the best head. Demons have to give the best head.
That's what I thought, dude. You missed your chance, bro.
Yeah, I know. It could have been a dude. You never.
But who knows who knows a dick better than a fucking dude? And you can't see him. He knows his way around a cock. He might have been a throat goat, dude. It's not gay if you don't know. You didn't know it was a fucking incubus. You thought it was a succubus, bro.
So you're telling me that all gender bathrooms with glory holes aren't gay?
Dude, if you don't know, there's plausible deniability.
All right.
The branch says a succubus has visited me a few times, but the last time when I used Yahweh, she has not been back since, and the last time was very scary. Fucking A, bro. Yeah, stay away from the succubus. It's like as much as the fat little horny 12-year-old in me would have done. Dude, they missed their opportunity because there's no way I'm fucking a succubus now. But when I was a fat little 12-year-old little shithead, little spick with my dick, like dick hard, I would have fucked the shit out of a fucking demon. They missed their opportunity, dude. You could have got all of this. And you guys missed out. You guys lost out, you fucking demons. He says that she spoke into my ear and it sounded like multiple fast voices all at once, and I couldn't understand her. Scary, bro. Fucking scary, dude.
Yeah, see, that's another thing though. Like I wish I knew better how the brain worked, because we've seen that so much, like the dual voice thing for demons. You know, one high pitch, one low pitch on top of each other. That makes a demon voice. We've been so conditioned with that with movies. Is that what a demon would sound like? Like if we saw a T-Rex, right? Obviously dinosaurs aren't real, but if we saw a T-Rex right now, like, is it gonna call like a crow, or is it gonna, you know what I mean? They made that sound up. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, dude. But then there's also a reason for, right? Like, I don't know. There's a reason sometimes, like, for things to be like described the way they are, because maybe they fucking are, right? Like, I don't know. I haven't read enough of the old like grimoires to talk about what a demonic voice sounded like. Like, maybe there's a reason why they make them all sound like that in the movies, because that's the way they were all fucking described. I don't know. Or maybe it was all Hollywood. I don't fucking know, dude. Like chicken or the egg kind of situation. I'd have to fucking talk to Juan. Shout out to Juan and Juan. He's reading all the fucking grimoires. He probably knows what a fucking demon voice sounds like.
Yeah, I don't know. But fucking sorry we jumped all over the fucking place. But
why, dude? This is the funnest part. I don't like to stay on fucking track anyways. It said accompanied with sleep paralysis. I could feel her sitting on me. Exactly. Branch, bro, did you have a boner? Don't lie. Don't lie. Were you?
No,
no.
You know when you're stricken with fear. Like I wasn't paralyzed. I could scoot over, but I was like stricken with fear. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know. It was odd.
Bro, you might have been diddled and you don't remember.
Maybe,
They
dude.
take your fucking memories sometimes. Like a lot of these, like I hear sometimes, like I've had people talk to me about like their alien encounters, and a lot of these fucking abduction stories or alien encounters sound a hell of a lot like kind of like this, dude. And the sleep paralysis, like when they talk about like you're at home at night and you're sleeping, and then all of a sudden something is above you and you think it's a fucking alien, and all of a sudden they're probing Uranus. And I mean, I can see you're getting flashbacks right now, buddy.
Yeah.
uh, Branch says, I don't remember about sexual arousal. I was terrified because by that point I knew that what was going on, and I took my voice. It took my voice. So I had to think the name of God over and over until I could speak it. All right, fair enough. I was just kind of being a joking jerk off. But yeah, dude, I imagine this shit is terrifying as shit. And it says, it felt as if her hand was over my mouth or something. Good God, bro. Yeah. I mean, it's seriously, I don't like, as much as I like to joke about this stuff and make light about this stuff, it's because that's how I deal with trauma. To be honest, like I absolutely believe that these beings and these things are real. And that sounds terrifying, dude. Like if I'm laying in bed and something puts their hand over my fucking mouth and tries to fuck me, like uh yeah, call it like sincerely, everyone that's listening right now, you can laugh and you can think that I'm a fucking bigger skits than I am or a jerk off, but like sincerely, the name of Jesus works. Every situation that I've ever been in, the name of Jesus has always worked. And like some people will fucking chalk that up to things like it almost being almost like an agregor, like that, like there's so much name or there's so much power in that name because everyone fucking believes there's so much power in that
True.
name, and it
Yeah.
becomes powerful because of that. Or I actually think that there is something powerful about the name of Jesus. I
Yeah.
mean, that's my own personal preference and bias, I'll admit it. But for some reason it fucking works, dude. And I was a fucking weird little kid that was like raised hardcore Pentecostal, dude, and I was taught to like cast out demons from the time I could walk. And I had all kinds of encounters, and I've been like laying hands on people and praying with homeless people since I was a kid. So I've definitely had to cast out demons since I was a kid, and the name of Jesus is powerful. Is all I have to say.
Yeah. I went through totally believing in God to totally atheist to agnostic to I don't know what the fuck I am. I like something obviously created this, like, but I to say that it's a god and say that it's the Big Bang and we know this math stuff and all that bullshit. Like, and the book's been rewritten so many times by so many bad people. Like, I don't like. I just know that God's real and like He loves me and like that's good enough for me.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's where I'm at this point. I call myself like a Christ follower. I don't really call myself a Christian as much as I used to, just because whether or not he existed, I think he did. But the story that they fucking told about Jesus Christ, he's a pretty exceptionally cool fucking guy. So even if he was like a Superman, like he's just a complete story, the mythos of him, you could call yourself a Superman follower because you think Superman's fucking awesome. Someone you want to emulate, someone you want to fucking be like. Like I think Jesus Christ was a pretty awesome fucking dude, so I call myself a Christ follower. I think that there's something more to it. I think that he was actually real, but that's my own personal, again, beliefs and bias. And then as far as like atheism, dude, it takes more faith to be a fucking atheist than it does to believe in God. Because holy shit, dude, it's fucking wild.
Yeah.
I've
Well,
had that conversation enough times on here that I probably my audience, especially my atheist audience, is like, shut the fuck up.
if you're an atheist, then you're just not paying attention.
Well, dude, also just trying to explain how there was absolutely nothing and then something came from nothing.
Well, that's what I was about to tell
And
you.
then how did life come? Well,
That's
just because there was like some cells that, like, where did those cells come from? Well, they evolved from what? Well, there's like, how did fucking life come? How did, like, you know what I mean? Where did that fucking come from? They're just like, it always was. Well, how does that work? How does that work scientifically? They're like,
Yeah, always and infinity don't exist, but they have to, but they can't.
yeah, it's God's real, bro.
Yeah,
Whatever you want to call God, I don't know what you want to call him, but God's real.
call whatever you want.
I'm not
But
telling
yeah,
you to become a Christian. I'm not telling you to go to the fucking church tomorrow, but there is a creator. That's all I have to say.
but
And I
real
guess, in my opinion, but there's a fucking creator.
right before we get out of here, man, fucking I ate the only time I ate too many mushrooms. I fucking had to go lay down in a dark room and chill out, you know what I mean? And like blasted off into like kind of DMT world. But what happened was I came to and I was laying down next to a giant old oak tree in the middle of like infinity grass. Like you could, as far as the eye could see, it was grass. And I was laying down right by the oak tree, and I looked down at my hand, and my hand is turning into dirt and leaves and grass, and I'm like turning into the earth. And then like I look up from my hand, and like there's like a hobbit hill, and there's like this dude in there, and someone told me he was an imp. I don't know what an imp is, but it was like a kind of like something out of fucking Lord of the Rings, like a fucking tree man and or something like a I don't know. And he was all like slumped over, chilling. And then like I stared at him for a while, and then all of a sudden he looked up at me and noticed me. And then as soon as he noticed me, he burst into fucking like all these like weird butterfly bird like like every different animal combined together all at once and fucking and then like everything kind of just bam like blew up, went to white, and I fucking snapped back into reality, and I was tripping in my room again. So like I don't know what that was, dude. It was like a I don't know like
Buddy, yeah, I mean, there's enough, like, there's websites. I wish I remember the name of this, and maybe if I remember to, I always forget. But if I remember to, this was spoken about on one of my favorite podcasts ever, actually, Mysterious Universe. If anybody's heard of it, it's the fucking best. Everybody go listen to Mysterious Universe. They're the fucking best, dude. But they had an episode where they were talking about there's a website where people have just been sending in their fairy tales and literal like their encounters with fairies and fae folk and things like that. And that's exactly what that sounds like, dude. Like
yeah.
you fucking met a fairy, dude. Like, and it's a very fucking interesting story. And it seems that they interact with kids more often than they do with adults, because probably they're more pure, probably they're less threatening, probably they're more closer to the spirit world because they were a fucking spirits, like, you know what I mean? Like, not that long ago, they fucking, and then they came into a corporeal fucking being that we are in now. So maybe they're a little like they can see a little bit more into to the veil, whatever you want to fucking call it. It's interesting, dude. I don't like whatever you want to call that, but it's fucking. But yeah, man, I think that there's absolutely something beyond what we can see with our eyes. I don't think that, like, even if you want to go to a strictly physical thing, because some people will say like you're talking about woo woo bullshit. Think about this. Okay, the light spectrum that we can see with our eyes, we can see how many how many fucking colors can we see, like 13 or whatever the fuck it is, base colors, or I don't know what the fuck it is. And it's because we have a certain amount of rods and cones in our eyes. And so like people that are limited, that are like colorblind, they have a certain amount of rods and cones in their eyes. They have less, and so they can only see different light spectrums. And like dogs can only see like fucking 4 colors or something stupid. And they know that some butterflies have like 50 rods and cones in their eyes, or like 100, whatever. And like no one knows how many fucking colors butterflies can see, and that so they can identify flowers and whatever. But like we are so fucking limited with the color spectrum and like our visual spectrum. Like it's fucking crazy, dude. So what is around us that we just can't fucking see? So I mean that gives like an actual physical explanation for it, but like I think that there is interdimensionality. I think that there's things like right around us, like in our periphery, that are absolutely fucking real, dude. And it's sometimes it's scary. Like I've said, like the ghost experiences, that shit scares the fuck out of me. I won't use any of those fucking like I don't use those fucking like those spirit apps. Like there's apps on your phone that you can like I don't even know how to describe it. I wish my buddy was here. He'd fucking tell you, but it's like through electromagnetic frequencies, it picks a fucking random like word, like a word at random. It has like a bank of several words that it can choose from, but it's completely fucking random. So it could just say like biscuit, something stupid. Or we have like something like a spirit box on here that like just picks up like radio frequencies. It just radio frequencies. And it is random as fuck, dude. And then when you ask a question, when you feel like you're in the presence of one of these things and you ask a question, and all of a sudden those fucking random little frequencies pick up in a way that it answers you in an intelligent way, when it starts answering questions, you're like, what the fuck, dude? And all of a sudden you're like, I'm just kidding. I got to go. Like it scares the shit out of me. I can't explain it. All I know is that I don't know. The Branch threw out another fucking comment out here that I thought was interesting. He says atheism is rooted in pride, in my opinion. It's full of fruit of disobedient spirit. And when I studied the Anunnaki, it actually boosted my faith because it seemed to be a hidden part of our history. Branch, bro, I had the exact same experience. Like people think that like studying like Eastern philosophies and different religions like will change your like or disrupt your faith. Like to me, every time I heard one of these fucking stories that I thought were like when I heard about the Anunnaki, when I heard about any of these other stories, I'm like, wow, that actually really seems really similar to the story that I heard in Sunday school.
Yeah, that kind
all
of
it does is like
back up what was already said. You just got to look at it in a different light, or like not even look at it in a different light. Like I don't know, fucking who's the dude who did the Anunnaki?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. It starts with a Z, right?
Yeah. Like everybody claimed, like he's like, oh, aliens came to get our gold. Like, well, maybe. But like if you say
Zachariah Sitchin. Yeah,
Zachariah,
right here.
But yeah, like maybe if you say it in like different terms, people would fucking grasp onto it. I don't know. I feel like that's a big thing that conspiracy theorists like us need to do. We need to figure out a way to speak to people who are just completely against talking about shit like this. You know what I mean? We need to figure out a way to get them to, I don't know, just think about it real quick, man. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't know if those people are capable of doing that.
Well, it's just funny to me, dude, that like the neo atheists that like the atheists that you would talk to at a bar that think they're so fucking smart, little hipster, smug, like jerk off faggots, like they're the first ones that tell you all about outer space and dinosaurs, and they're the first ones that are gonna wear a fucking mask. They're the first ones that are like they're gonna fucking tell you about how they just got boosted. Like these fucking loser faggots, they're the most religious people in the world. They say they're atheists, and that was my experience with atheism. Like talking with other atheists and talking with other leftists. I was a fucking like socialist, leftist, atheist, like homo at the time. And I was just like, you guys are the most religious fucking losers. And you guys claim you're all about like freedom and inclusivity, and you guys are the most closed-minded like shitlords I've ever fucking met in my life. I was like, you guys can go fuck yourself.
Yeah, dude.
I fucking hated every single one of them.
I don't know how that psyop worked, dude. The only people that are still wearing masks and like trying to protect against COVID are fucking like people who used to be like punks, like old 80s punks.
Well, and then you just find out that, like, honestly, like the whole entire leftist movement and the whole punk movement and the whole, like, all of this rebellious fucking movement was a fucking psyop, and all of them were the ones that fucking fell for it. And you find out, like, the people that thought they were being nonconformists are the biggest conformists of them all. They just fucking fell for this thing. And honestly, it's just not punk anymore, dude. Like, back in the day, like, being a hardcore motherfucker was so fucking punk, and now being punk is just like, well, I'm gonna do whatever the fucking I'm gonna serve Israel, and I don't know, like they don't even know they're fucking serving Israel though. That's the funniest thing is like, god damn, man, it's just a fucking psyop and a fucking psyop, dude.
Bro, I found a random. I can't even remember what website I was on. I found a random picture of fucking Joe Biden, right? And luckily, the person who had the picture blurred Joe Biden's dick out. But he was standing facing the camera naked in the backyard of like a villa, like on a beach, but you could only see the house. And he was facing the camera, and there's a very, very, very young, not black, she was, Hispanic, Asian, something like that, girl, naked, blurred out her butt. And Biden just had his hand reached, cupping the young girl's breasts. And I sent that to my buddy who I always fuck with because he doesn't believe in conspiracies. So I sent that to him through Facebook Messenger. It deleted Facebook Messenger off both of our phones, and he can no longer download Facebook Messenger. He can only get Facebook Messenger Lite, and it took me like all day to get the app back on my phone and connected to my email, just from sending and it happened immediately as soon as I sent. And I don't think it's on my hard drive anymore. So.
Well, do you remember? So I know we got to go. We'll fucking close out here in a second. But do you remember that this was something that Zuckerberg was fucking talking about doing? He was saying like, "Hey, Facebook is going to be proactive about saving you from from what the fuck did they call that? Like when your ex tries to send your fucking nudes. What do they call that? Like revenge porn or whatever."
Shit, yeah.
Right. So they're like, "Hey, if you send us your nudes, we'll know them, and then we'll have AI like fucking scan them. And so if your ex ever tries to send them, we'll preemptively block it. So just send me pictures of your pussy and butthole. You can trust us. We're Facebook. We're Meta, bro. Just send us your pussy and butt shots, and then guess what? We will preemptively, you won't be able to send them. The second they send them, we'll be able to block them." So this is what they were trying to do to normies, and people are like, what? They're like, "Mark Zuckerberg, you want me to send you pictures of my butthole? You want me to send you all my nudes?" But dude, you can't tell me that the elites don't already have that shit going on. Like, because Meta already knows, like those big companies, like we even said it was LifeLog before that, right? It's a CIA fucking entity. It's a fucking DARPA like funded fucking group, Meta, that whole fucking thing, dude. So they already have the fucking nudes. They already had that dick pic of Biden. And the second you fucking sent it, that's when that security popped up and blocked that shit. Because they have them all. I guarantee you Mark Zuckerberg has every fucking, he has the original fucking shots of Frazzle Drip and all the fucking wild shit that ever existed on the internet ever. He's got it all. That weird fake piece of shit, that robot son of a bitch.
I have a video saved somewhere of a Mexican cartel fucking cutting somebody's face off and handing it to somebody and wearing it as their face. And I got another one where it's titled CIA, kill it or torture Funky Town, but it's someone torturing this dude, and the guy helping torture is whistling the tune Funky Town while he's doing it. Pretty gruesome.
Yeah, buddy. Pretty gruesome shit. I wouldn't have that on my computer. I wouldn't have it on any hard drive. I don't want it in my mind. That sounds terrible. But yeah, dude, honestly, I think that's what Tor is for. I think Tor is literally recruitment. I think it's for people that get on there and start looking into weird shit, creepy stuff when they start they want to look at little kids, or they want to look at fucking gruesome gore, and they start participating in it and sending it and doing all this shit. I think that's how honestly, I think that's how you get recruited into the CIA. They're like, "Oh, this guy's a sick piece of shit. Oh, he's a fucking you're a fucking schizo psychopath.
Well, dude,
you want to murder and hurt people? You're our type of guy. Hey, you're one of us, bro. Have you ever thought about making a career out of that?" That's how I think that's how that works, dude.
I get on CIA.gov kids website all the time and do all their ciphers. There's a CIA kids page where you can decode stuff. I just do it for fun,
I
but yeah,
wouldn't go on any of their fucking websites, even though I know Facebook is one of their websites and any other like Instagram. What we're fucking talking on is probably a CIA. I don't know. It just freaks me out. But
do you have an iPhone?
no, but
Oh
I know
well,
they're taking photos of you every 2 seconds or whatever with their fucking infrared fucking cameras and
like
yeah.
2 years ago, they sent out a message saying that they were looking for child porn, so they were looking through single person's personal fucking photos to find child pornography. And then who gets busted with a gang of child pornography a year later? The Pentagon.
Oh yeah, 100%, dude. Yeah, members of the fucking Pentagon, people in the NSA, people in the fucking CIA, like yeah, people in the FBI, yeah, they get caught with tons of it, all
And all
over their
these
fucking
and back to
computers,
Pizzagate
all over their government fucking laptops, and all their fucking like yeah.
and all that Pizzagate shit. It's not just a completely naked rape, like terrible rape scene. It's kids wearing bikinis doing splits or jumping on a trampoline. You know what I mean? Those
Well, dude,
fucking
I mean,
weirdos are
this
into.
is what I've heard in the past is that they set up these like sting operations and that like people were like I can't fucking remember what article that was, but it was like the pedos were saying like whatever fucking like kitty fiddler websites that were on like the dark web had never run better. It's because the fucking government took them over. And the
Yeah,
government was distributing and fucking sending them out because they're like, oh yeah, dude, we'll send this shit out because they're trying to entrap people. Supposedly, I say recruit people, but whatever, entrap, recruit, whatever. Like if they find you, like if they're like, we could use this idiot, then maybe you're recruited. And if they're like, oh, this guy's we'll make him a sacrificial lamb. All right, we're gonna send that one to the pokey.
no,
Right?
that one's the next school shooter. That one's
Yeah,
the next. This guy. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that
Maybe
was
they give them ultimatums, dude. Maybe they're like, hey, do you want everyone to know that you're a fucking pedo?
yeah.
Or we can make you a fucking mass spree killer. You get to decide. This is your script. This is what you're gonna do. Here's your manifesto. We've already written it. We've already written it in your handwriting, the whole thing. Don't worry. You don't have to worry about any of that. Here's your fucking dress you have to wear. Here's your fucking we have all the weapons. We have everything you need. We got the ammo, we got everything. Now you go and carry that out. Do your best, okay? Now go.
Yeah.
Or you're going fucking down now. You're gonna go down as a what do you want to do, bro? What's it gonna be?
Yeah.
You want to go out in a blaze of glory, or do you want to go down as a? Do you want to be meat? You want to be fresh fish in prison? What do you want?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's an interesting. That's a conspiracy that I'd never heard before. I pulled out of my fucking brain. Maybe they give you an ultimatum. They're like, they make you choose.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's what they do. It's Operation Brownstone, right? You know what I mean?
I don't even know that one. Is that a thing?
Brownstone.
When I think I'm being original and I'm not.
Brownstone was like when they would like throw the after party and then people would leave. They weren't going to get too fucked up. And the people that were going to get fucked up stayed. That's when the coke came out. That's when the girls came out. And that's, they had cameras in the eyes of the paintings and everything. And, the girl that looks 19 is only 16. And now you're going to pass this law. And that was Operation Brownstone, and that was back in the day. So,
yeah, I mean, I wish Thomas was here because he could fucking he'd tell you fucking names, dude. He's got the whole MK Ultra shit down. Where there's that fucking dude that was like in a fucking whorehouse. Like I can't tell you the guy's name, but like Thomas would because he wrote a fucking comic book about it. There's a guy that's like in a fucking whorehouse, and he's like hiding like behind like what do you double pane glass or whatever, like that fucking mirror bullshit. And he's back behind there and he's watching you fuck all the hookers. And he sits on a fucking toilet and he has a dirty martini. He's doing like dirty martini and like chain smoking cigarettes and doing coke, watching you just like fuck hookers and say all kinds of wild shit. And his job is just to fucking spy on you and write everything down.
yeah.
Dude, how awesome of a fucking job is that? If you would pay me, like government, are you listening right now? You can pay me to be that asshole to be behind the double pane glass. I'll be back there drinking dirty martinis, sitting on the toilet, watching dummies and writing shit down. I'll fucking do that. That sounds great. Just pay me a livable wage. Pay me more than I'm making right now. I'll fucking do that. Let's go.
Safe, man. LSD safe. Give them some good, clean LSD and fucking let them fuck a hooker and talk some crazy.
Yeah. Then they give them a bunch of fucking LSD and try to get like, get their secrets out of them and like put them in all kinds of weird positions. Maybe there was underage stuff, like who the fuck knows? Like, they would do all kinds of stuff and try to entrap them. And
well, that's what it was. It was Operation Midnight Climax. That's what they called it.
That's the one. Yeah. Thomas is the MK. He's the resident MK Ultra expert. He can fucking pull all that shit out of his.
But yeah, it was ran out of Haight-Ashbury Clinic. They had that.
Dude, I sincerely wonder sometimes how connected my dad was, because I've heard the fucking stories. Like, I know for a fact that my dad knew some fucking chemist, Osley, and he knew him on a personal, like, name-to-name basis, would go to his like fucking chemist place and pick up pure fucking acid. And he told me it was like called Sunshine or whatever. And I know that was like a fucking specific one that was given out by like the government, that whatever that type of LSD was. And I know that my fucking dad used to do heroin with one of the Beach Boys, and he used to fucking do heroin and used to sell acid to Charles Manson.
Acid Charles Manson, then your dad was affiliated with the CIA.
I don't know if he was affiliated or if he was just a pawn being used. You know what I mean? He could have just been a fucking like douchebag dealing drugs and like, but who the fuck knows, dude? I know that my dad went to prison several fucking times. So I feel like if he was affiliated, they would have fucking let him off the hook more. Because I know Charles Manson fucking every single time he got like stopped and arrested and he was like with underage girls and he was drunk and had drugs in a car, they'd just be like, we'll let him go. Let him go. Yeah, and I feel like my dad has been to prison like, well, he's dead now, but he went to prison like fucking 8 times, dude. Like I feel, but you know what? Like, is there? I don't fucking know, dude. Who the fuck knows, dude? But like, I feel like I'm never gonna get the answers that I'm looking for, and I know that there's some weird shit with that, dude.
Everything's already been so obfuscated that like you'd have to time travel and be there, man.
I know that he was also a garbage man for a while, and he would come home with wild shit. Like he came home with a fucking a briefcase once, and it was full of like the cartons of Marlboro cigarettes. And they were already fucking, they were wrapped, they were individually packaged, they were like unopened, untampered with. And when he opened one, they were full of fucking hash. And they were fucking weed cigarettes, dude. But they were all like packaged and fucking like, and they had the Marlboro logo. They were like made in a fucking factory. And like, there's just weird fucking shit like that, dude. I feel like, I don't know, dude. I mean, yeah, could it have been some fucking drug dealer that did that? Maybe, but like, maybe that was some fucking Fed shit. I don't know, dude. Fucking bizarre.
That's the CIA fucking bringing in, drugs. Fucking, yeah. Like, the next shirt coming out is the Opium Wars. Fucking, that's why we have fentanyl addicts, is because the British East India Company in 1839 started the Opium Wars. I think it was 1839. Started the Opium Wars, and we flooded, in order to get good in with China with trade. We started trading like certain goods, but then it ended up, we wanted to take over, so we got everybody addicted to opium, and we fucked up their whole shit. And that's what they're doing to us. They invented carfentanil, and now they put it in the heroin first. They put it in the pills first, and now the people are just out there smoking straight fentanyl powder, pure, and yeah, and
broken, man.
We're in the fentanyl war. China's waging a fentanyl war against us, and like the fucking they admit that they sell the precursors to Mexican drug cartels and teach them how to make it.
Yeah, dude. And then you're also seeing fucking immigrants at the border that are just fucking coming across that are like, people don't talk about this at all. So people want to talk about like, oh, the poor fucking Mexican families that are at the border that are crossing. Like, I've seen enough videos of like young military aged people coming from Africa. Like, how the fuck did you get here? What are you doing here? I've seen military age, like, there's a lot of Arabs that are fucking crossing the border right now. Hey, buddy. I think his thing went out, but I'll just finish my thought here and maybe he'll join back in. But there's some folks that have been coming across the border, and I just saw one that was a caravan of like Chinese immigrants that were crossing the border. It's fucking bizarre, dude. And you have to ask yourself this. You're like, if they gave a fuck about who was actually crossing the borders, dude, think about this, okay? They stop your granny. They stop me at the airport, right? And they got to fiddle me. They got to go like this, wave a wand around and diddle you and do the whole thing. Why? Because I might do what? And then they don't give a shit about who crosses the border. This is not about national security, dude. Like what they're doing to you, fiddling you at the airport. That's just about control. That's just about like fucking wild fucking.
Sorry, man.
You're good, buddy.
Sorry, it just booted me for some reason.
It's all good, dude. We got to wrap up in a second anyways, but I was just saying that like I've seen fucking videos of like Chinese, like big groups of Chinese immigrants crossing the border, African immigrants crossing the border, the Mexicans that I've seen or whatever the fuck they are from southern, from the south, whatever, are all like young military age young men that are fucking crossing the border right now. It's fucking weird, dude. And if any of these motherfuckers actually cared about national security, like the way that they like will diddle your fucking grandma at the airport when she like the NSA is gonna like put a finger in her coos while she's like, you know what I mean? they scrutinize the fuck out of you before you get on an airplane, but then they just let the fucking borders just wide open. Like that shit is just like they don't give a fuck, dude.
Yeah, the guy that signed it into federal law to have those fucking X-ray machines in fucking airports owns the company.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it was just another. Yeah, you're absolutely right, dude. It was more fucking money laundering. It was just another government program. It was just to fucking give people more fucking government. It was just for more taxation, more power and control. Then they can control who they allow, dude. Because honestly, then they can control who they allow to fly or not. They can put you on a no-fly list just for the fuck of it, right? That's what it's all the fuck about, dude.
I'm getting my taxes back this year, dude, and I'm either moving up closer to you, or I'm moving to Clackamas, or I'm moving to closer to Ryan and Chris, and move to like Nashville or something like that.
Honestly, bro. Okay, so I like where I'm at, and it's cheaper where I'm at, and there's more freedom where I'm at, and there's less hobos and crimes and drugs where I'm at. It's pretty fucking good, and that's why I moved there. It's still like in the Portland metro area. I can still get a good fucking paying job ish, kind of, you know what I mean? Because it's kind of the city, but you're not like in hellhole Portland. It's pretty fucking nice. But if I'm fucking moving, I'm getting the fuck out of Oregon.
Yeah.
But I mean, like baby steps, right? You can't fucking do it all at once. Like I'm eyeballing Idaho. I'm eyeballing Montana, Wyoming, like. I got
family in Georgia, and my kid's mom's family lives out here, and I have full custody. And I'm not going to get into all that, but I want to move closer to my family. Let's put it that way.
Fucking A, dude. Well, let's wrap this shit up, man. This was a fucking fun conversation. We went all over the place. We talked about all kinds of wild shit. We did discuss smiley face killers. We talked about succubus and incubuses and getting your dick sucked by demons. We talked about all kinds of weird fucking shit, dude. We talked about Pizzagate. We talked about all the fucking wild and weird fucking conspiracies, dude. This was a good time. Tell our audience one more time, what's the name of your fucking website? Let's fucking show them the t-shirts that you make. This is a local fucking artist here in fucking Portland, Oregon. It's not a woke piece of shit. He's making fucking seriously legit
I
fucking
cannot-
esoteric and occult, really cool fucking clothing. This is oddfellowsclothes.com. What is it? Oddfellows brand?
Oddfellows brand. Yeah.
Oddfellowsbrand.com.
Yeah. So
Everyone fucking go there.
Fellows. So with an S, not
Yeah,
L,
and
not
Oddfellows brand, Oddfellow brand at Instagram, right?
yeah, or Oddfellows.
Yeah. Okay.
But also, you'd have to DM me for it. But blotter acid. Who dosed Roger Rabbit? It's perforated. It has no drugs on it. It's just art.
Just cool ass art. Fuck yeah, dude.
But if you want something custom, if you want something I'll make you one for your podcast so you can hang on the wall.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I appreciate it.
That one for AM Wake Up. Shout out AM Wake Up.
Fuck yeah, dude. I love it, dude. Yeah, shout out AM Wake Up. And let's wrap up here. For all my audience, go support Thomas. Thomas is the man. I don't know if anybody was still here that has fucking listened to the opening, but we had a new fucking intro. Thomas made a fucking awesome, bizarre, fucking cool intro. And if you guys want your intros made by, if you got a podcast or if you want any of that kind of shit, Thomas can fucking make you an intro. It's fucking badass. DM him. So yeah, go to paranoidamerican.com and support fucking Thomas because he's the best, dude. And as far as we go, I don't fucking know. Hit me up. We love getting messages. We love getting fucking emails. I try my best. I'm one dude, but I will fucking email you back. It might take me a minute. I'm sorry, but I will fucking email you back. So everybody, realityzars@gmail.com. Hit us up with love mail, hate mail. Please give us a 5-star rating and review and all that fun stuff, dude. We really appreciate it. Our audience, we fucking love you. You guys are the best. And Oddfellow, thank you, dude, for this wonderful fucking piece of art. I'm going to wear this to work tomorrow and get all kinds of weird fucking looks. Hell yeah, dude. I appreciate you, dude. This was fun. We're going to have to get together again and hang out because, we're fucking basically neighbors, dude. So we got to make that happen.
Yeah, come check out the Instagram. Come check out the website. I make a bunch of cool reels, dude, that are either funny or informative. And yeah, the blotter art, the shirts, just come check out the site and see what you like. I'm sure you'll find something.
Hell yeah, dude. And so this is a brand new outro made by Thomas as well. So I hope you guys enjoy the art. So hang out for the art, dude, because it's pretty fucking badass. Thomas is the man. All right, everybody. I love you guys. Cheers.
Peace, Thomas.
Reality stars. We're reality stars. You know who we are. We're reality stars. Daytime stars. The things we say. Not allowed. Reality stars. Reality stars. You know who we are. We're reality stars.
If you enjoyed this content, please be sure to leave a 5-star rating for Reality Zers wherever you are listening to this podcast. If you like the music and visuals, visit paranoidamerican.com for more.